Lira Municipal Council accounts staff using the Integrated Finance Management System, USMID. Arua Municipal Council's neatly arranged and orderly procurement office. A well-furnished town clerk's office in one of the 14 municipalities under USMID. A technocrat at work using a laptop provided under the USMID program. All this is part of USMID's efforts to support capacity building and institutional strengthening in the 14 municipalities where it is being implemented. The purpose is to enable them to deliver services and serve their residents effectively.
USMID has gone a long way in ensuring that we have the requisite capacity on the ground in order to be in a position to undertake the work that we are supposed to undertake under USMID.
Capacity in terms of training of the staff in these towns, capacity in terms of provision of the required equipment. You need the computers, you need the specialized survey equipment to facilitate urban development in this country.
Capacity building was a requirement before the funds to carry out USMID projects could be released to the municipalities. This was undertaken following a capacity assessment which identified gaps in personnel skills and inadequacies in the equipment and systems at their disposal to allow them efficiently implement the USMID program and ensure sustainable urban development.
Before we got this project of USMID, we used to have very little money for capacity building and capacity building planning and the entire planning for the municipal council. But when we received funding under USMID, we were able to really get an intensive capacity needs assessment for the individuals, the departments, the community, and the entire municipality.
Another requirement was to have the Integrated Finance Management System, USMID, in place. This system has enhanced financial management in the 12 municipalities that did not have it before USMID. It has automated work and improved transactions.
The USMID program has given me reassurance as an accounting officer, because by a click of a button I'm able to run through the operations of other departments. We are able to run timely reports and share them out.
When I'm here, I can check and see what is happening. The other question of saying somebody has an advance, maybe he's hiding around. If I'm going to give him another administrative advance, the machine shows me that this money has already served. So the checks and balances in the system are very good.
One, it helps me to know how to manage the resources which are within my docket. I will be able to know at a click of a mouse which sector has money and which activities they have undertaken, whether they have accounted for the money, by a click of pen or a click of mouse.
It has also improved transparency and accountability in the decision-making process. It has also brought about efficiency in the management of the municipalities.
USMID is, I think, one of the best financial management systems I've ever seen, because unlike those days when you take a year or two before you get to know that somebody has taken money without accounting or somebody has not been paid money, this time you can view everything as you process.
The 14 municipalities were also required to identify key staff gaps, to fill them up, or to train their staff to effectively occupy them. This was also to upgrade their mentality from running municipal councils as town councils to running them effectively as the municipal councils they are meant to be.
If you are going to develop these centers to the level, because now we are talking about cities, and the city should look as a city. So if we want a city like Jinja, for example, like Arua, then it should not just be a city in name, but a city which match, the infrastructure should match the name. So USMID should be the starting point for them to get to that status.
From the capacity development point of view, we were able to train a number of staff under the program who have accessed additional papers at the diploma level, at a short course level, and the more are still going to school. I thought this was an opportunity that if the program did not come, most people will have not accessed this opportunity. So I'm really very grateful because the human resources you see now are a bit equipped to handle very complex situations.
I have had the opportunity of getting exposure with international companies, exposure with the consultants who I believe are much more trained and much more exposed than our staff. And there is no doubt that we are using that as an experience, as a learning experience, because we think in future we should handle such big projects alone.
Build capacity in a number of areas. Personally, I have benefited a lot. I have recently just attended a 9-month course at Uganda Management Institute in project planning and management. And in my portfolio as environment officer, I manage quite a number of projects. So I have attained a lot of skills that are, helping me manage the variety of projects, not only under USMID.
USMID has thus helped them to fill key staffing gaps that they had been unable to due to inadequate revenue resources. This involved recruiting requisite staff or career development for existing staff for them to play their roles better. As such, 50 staff have been trained in financial management, public administration, procurement management, urban governance, continuous professional development, and international exposure. Training also meant that they had to have the means and appropriate environment to do their work effectively. This meant retooling of their offices by fully providing ICT equipment and systems to the offices of town clerks, heads of finance, municipal engineers, physical planners, environment officers, procurement officers, and community development officers. The impact is quite clear to see.
We bought laptops and we distributed them to my staff. I have evidence to show that the excuse of delays in reporting and what, I don't see them now. I want to attribute that one that they were equipped and therefore the performance can increase.
You see that our furniture is quite impressive in the office. You can see we have nice chairs, we have good computers. Every office at least is fairly stocked in terms of furniture, and we thought that is very good.
How it has helped me, first of all, I even never had furniture. As you can see, at least I have these things, laptop, the printer, everything. So at least I have a good working environment right now, and I'm happy to work.
Tororo Town, for instance. This is how important files and documents were stored in the municipality registry office before USMID. Degraded and termite infested. Arua municipality was no different. USMID has now furnished all 14 municipalities with proper filing cabinets for proper storage and safeguarding of important documents and files. Not only that, the filing cabinet ensures that documents are filed in an efficient and easy-to-use system. This means that there are less delays in following up transactions, procurement and payment processes, for instance. Indeed, this support has gone a long way in the institutional strengthening of these municipalities to operate efficiently and meet their mandate. USMID has not only helped in the capacity building of the municipalities, It also builds the capacity of the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, whose mandate is to supervise municipalities and guide their development.
We have the component of capacity building, and it was put there with an intention to improve the ministry, the operation of the ministry, so that if the staff are given some training in resource mobilization, training in management, training in project design and whatever, if they get that training, then they are able even to look out for resources even after USMID. Because as you know, USMID is just in the 14 municipalities, but the ministry works in the entire country.
All in all, USMID has not only provided training to staff and provided them with the appropriate tools to work, it has in the process enhanced the capacities of these towns to be run and properly managed as municipal entities. And without the 12 billion plus shillings provided under USMID for capacity building since June 2014, this would have been impossible for the municipal councils to attain on their own.